Hey guys, Brian here again with another Mat Chat. I had a really good question from one of my purple belts the other day, and I'm just I had never really thought about it, so I wanted to kind of talk about this for a minute. So at SBG we have different phases of drilling, and not all gyms do this. And so there's the middle phase, which we call the isolation phase, where we're doing what some gyms will refer to as positional sparring. And not every gym in jiu-jitsu does this. You'll see this in wrestling, but for some reason jiu-jitsu just hasn't quite jumped on the bandwagon of doing this middle phase, which is really the most important part, right? A lot of gyms will just rep out a technique and then they'll try to murder each other for the next 15 minutes. I really want to nail down what the isolation phase really is about, what this positional sparring phase is really about, so that I can kind of like show this to people for clarification. So with the isolation phase, we're generally resetting in a position. Let's say we're in cross sides top and cross sides bottom. And if the class was for cross sides bottom, that's who the drill is for. And so if you're an upper belt and you're rolling with lower belts and you're just murdering them and the drill is for them, like you're kind of missing the point. And so that was the first question that she had, was like, how do I roll with them? Like, what level of resistance do I give them? And the first thing you have to ask yourself is, what is the goal of the drill? And the goal of the drill, right, is for the student who the position is for that day to be able to do the move being shown mechanically correctly. And so one of the things that's probably the best guiding principle for that, if you're working with someone, is start off with progressive resistance, right? Be mechanically correct, but don't apply any of your attributes. And then as they start to have success, you can ramp it up a little bit. But once they stop having success at a 80 to 90% rate, dial it back down. We're trying to get them in as many good quality reps with timing as we can. And so that's really the big piece, right? Like that's how you need to drill with lower belts or people who are new to a position. Like I have a wrestler who is really, really good, but he's never been in mount before. So if I put him in mount and I just sit on top of him and murder him in mount, he's not going to learn anything from there. I have to dial it back. And so you just kind of have to, really think about who the drill is for, and then only apply as much pressure and as many attributes as is needed so that the student that you're working with gets a challenge. I hope that kind of clears up the concept of drilling, especially when you're an upper belt drilling with lower belts. It's not about showing how good your jiu-jitsu is. It's about giving them the opportunity to grow their jiu-jitsu. Thank you.